If your curls have been dry, limp, overly flat, stringier than normal, and just playing up, you might just need a curly haircut. My curls have really not been themselves the last few months. I don't know if you've noticed, but my hair's been really stringy at the bottom. It's been really flat on top, and that typically doesn't happen unless my hair is either really weighed down or it's in desperate need of a haircut. I've really been on a hair growth journey, so once I start to see length, I find it really difficult to let go of it. But I came to the decision that I would much rather sacrifice some length to get my curls back bouncy, healthy, much more manageable, and I am so happy I did it. If you want to see my full curly haircut, make sure you keep watching because I'm going to include the consultation, all of the issues I was talking about and showing, some advice from my hairdresser and the full results. Let's roll the clips. Okay guys, this was the morning before my haircut and look at my face because I was just so confused with what was going on with my hair. It's been playing up for a few months to be honest, so my goal with this haircut is to get those ringlets back, get more shape in my hair and just get my hair feeling healthy and shiny again.
What are you doing today?
It's just really grown out. I still want to keep growing it long, but I think it needs a good trim. Like, feel how dry it is on the ends. I don't know how it's got so dry. I washed my hair yesterday and it's just completely limp. It doesn't normally really do that.
At the same time, you have the curl pattern is, as you said, from the roots is a little bit more straightish.
Yeah.
Overload your hair like with different products, you know, some products can react differently to your hair.
Nikos was just saying here that he felt I had a lot of moisture overload, which is interesting because I had been suspecting the same thing, so I'm hoping we can fix this too. If you're concerned you might have the same thing, your hair might feel mushy, limp and excessively soft, but also quite dry and frizzy on the ends.
Last time we didn't cut too much of the length, if you think. Literally just dust that we focus more to the layers, so maybe that's why this time maybe you need to go like here.
I still really want to grow it, that's the thing. I really like it long. The only reason I want to get it cut is because I think it's a bit damaged on the end. So it's really heavy at the back and it goes quite flat on top now.
You have to think a little bit like about how do you like to style your hair, because I know that you want to go shorter in the front, but look how much this jump up.
Oh, yeah.
So you literally need to visualize where you want to go with this. Do you know where you want to go with this?
Because they grow so quickly.
So do you...
I think maybe a bit, yeah. I quite like that. And I think it looks nice in hairstyles because I wear my hair up a lot. You know, just to have.
And
like,
you want to have some piece in the front.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that you love the length. However, the bottom is not so thick anymore. And now I will give you the mirror so you can have your visual as well. I understand that you want to keep the length. Here, with here is very different. Here is a lot of dense and here looks very weak. I really love to keep the length, but as I said this honestly you need to put this a bit up to have more connection in the strength. Because if you have long length, this is my opinion, if you have long length and it's not strong and nice and thick, and when you will cut a little bit, this is gonna look much stronger. I think this looks better. I'm very happy that you have white t-shirt today.
Yeah.
Because you can see the contrast of the thickness. So here you can see the t-shirt. Here you can't see anything of the t-shirt.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So this is the density, the thickness. I will visualize and I will show you exactly right now, right, to see the shape. So let's grab it down. Thank you so much.
As always. In these clips, Nikos was just dusting the ends dry first just to show me how much of a difference this could make and that I didn't need loads off. I was going in with a wet cut after this to give a bit more precision in case I ever want to blow dry my hair or anything and have it look a bit more even, but I was so impressed already. I was like, okay, I'm happy with this. And because we concluded that I most definitely had some sort of moisture overload or build up, he really went in and cleansed my hair, ready to go in and get more of a precise cut. Unfortunately, I couldn't include a lot of the audio here because the salon had music in the background and I'm not allowed to play that on YouTube. But with this wet cut, he's really making sure everything is precise. As you can see, he's focusing on those back layers, and at the front, he's giving me a few more face framing pieces. But we agreed to actually go in at the end dry, just to see once it's dry if I want to go any shorter, because it can be a little bit challenging cutting those front pieces wet, especially if you don't know how much your hair is going to bounce up once it's a little bit healthier. And now we're on to styling. Luckily, Nikos knows how to style curly hair, which I'm so happy about. So I don't need to leave the salon wet and then style my hair again at home. I'm really grateful to have found a hairdresser that can actually style curls because I know it is quite rare. Once my hair was almost dry, Nikos went in and just perfected the shape a little bit more, and we did actually take a little bit off the face framers as well. It is a few days later now, and these are my results. I just wanted to show you after I washed and styled them, and I love my results so much. My hair is feeling so much healthier. I'll give you a 360 of the shape. So I've got some of these face framers at the front. It's not like a full-on fringe, but they're just framing my face. And I can actually wear my hair on the side as well with this length of curl. I'll show you that in a minute. And I just love the body that I have. Even though it looks shorter, it's actually really not that much shorter, as you can see. It just springs up so much when I get a trim. I can really feel my hair is feeling softer. It's not as dry and brittle at the ends. You can see here the curls are bouncing, and this is it from the side. As you can see, it's got a lot more shape, and this is it from the back. I am absolutely obsessed with this haircut. I've just moved this to one side. Ideally, you would want to dry it slightly different to how I just diffused my hair. But as you can see, I can still wear it on the side without it flinging back over, and I love that I'm able to have that option because I do change my mind a lot, and I didn't want to be stuck with the decision where I had to have these bits of hair around my eyebrows and then get annoyed with it. I love all of those versions of my hair. I like having the middle part and I like having the side part, so it's so good to have the option. So to recap, he gave me a little bit more than a trim this time, just because the last time I went, which I believe was February this year, 2024, I didn't really have that much off. He just literally dusted the ends. This time he cut a tiny bit more off, but not too much so that it was drastic or anything, but just enough of that damage that had accumulated from last time. But basically he was saying, let's just cut your hair dry first. So he took the smallest amount off dry, and he wanted to visibly show me that I didn't need like a horrific amount off the ends, because that tiny little difference dry just instantly made my hair spring up. You might have seen in the clips, my face was like, wow, okay, that made a massive difference. I didn't really even need that much cut for it to bounce up nicely again. I typically don't like full dry cuts because you're unable to see how precise it is. And if I did ever want to go and blow dry my hair, I would want it to be somewhat even. So he did go and wet cut it to get that little bit more precision, but it was great to see, having it dry cut first, how much of a difference that can make, just that tiny little bit off the ends. So this just goes to show, if you're having any of these problems with your hair, stringy ends, overly dry, overly brittle, falling flat at the roots, you might not need to go and chuck products at your hair. It might be nothing to do with products at all. So stop wasting your money if you're going out buying different products because you think yours aren't working. Maybe you just need a good curly haircut. Because you saw my hair in the beginning clips. I woke up that morning and I was like, what is going on with my hair? I was starting to get a little bit worried because I was like, my hair's not really done this before. It's not ever been that limp. And I'm not saying my hair looked bad at all, but what I'm saying is it's so different to this, which is how I remember my hair. Is typically how my hair looks. I do get these bouncy ringlets, and for my hair to just suddenly not be curling up the same and not lasting overnight was a concern for me. He did say, I don't know if you picked this up in the beginning, but he felt that I might have had some kind of moisture overload. My hair was feeling very soft and very dry in parts, And because it was so limp and kind of straighter at the root, we did come to the conclusion that I probably did have some sort of moisture overload. So I need to go back and think, like, what products was I using? Maybe I was using too much of something in the past, but that was quite a good insight from him looking at my hair as well. But yeah, maybe I've just been going a bit heavy-handed with my products, so I'll keep you posted on that. I styled my hair fresh today and it's come out beautifully, and I actually used a few new products as well. But yeah, this is your sign, guys, to go and get a good curly haircut if you're having any of those problems. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you found it helpful. Please let me know in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like it and subscribe if you want to see more curly hair content from me. I'll see you next week. Bye.